Always events are about things that are so important to people who use services, their families and carers, that they should happen at every interaction with health and social care. Rather than providers of health and social care deciding what they think matters, they actually ask what matters to people using the services, and then with those people and their families and carers and staff at the point of care, they come up with some change ideas, test those out and make those improvements together in partnership. Not only are the results fantastic for people using the services and their families and carers, but actually there's really positive experiences for staff because they're able to reconnect to why they came into health and social care, because they're able to listen to what matters to people and then with them make those changes and design them to work and design them to make that really big difference for everybody. So we've started to see some great work and see some Always events being developed where people are receiving care at home.
We decided to collate the main areas of concern or queries that we receive from our clients. It was a lot of confusion about what home care is basically. A lot of the time packages of care are put in place when people, often in the worst frame of mind to be able to take on new information, because it's introduced to people a lot of the time when they're in hospital and they've just had a major change in their lives. The mission statement is our service users can always expect to understand what support they'll receive and what will happen to them through their journey through social care. So we decided to create a leaflet that would be a quick guide. We created that based on their feedback, and we did it in collaboration with adult services to make sure the information that's coming from both of us is always the same and there's no confusion. That will then be introduced to people on the initial assessment, so hopefully they've got over the worst part, they're out of hospital, they're home, in their own environment, and they can take that information on board. But even if they can't at the time, it's something they can always refer back to.
Our Always event vision is that you will always be listened to. I got involved in the Always event to try and find a better way of providing care to the people that we support already and help them live independently. What they really want is time and personal interaction, so that's what we made our focus. Conversation is the word. We don't ask questions anymore. We sit down and we have conversations with people, and that makes a big difference. Everybody wants to talk.
Our Always tagline is basically that all clients are always informed of any changes. And we'd had a client survey at the beginning of the year. One of the big things that came through was about communication. So we've done a lot around making sure that our staff, our care coordinator, always informs the client. So our staff out in the field know they have to inform the office if they're running late, so we can then let the client know. It's been really helpful, and it helps us to focus on what we need to do.
We're really keen to begin to work with local integrated care systems, health and social care partnerships like Greater Manchester, on how we can improve people's experience of care, both in the context of all the different pieces of work that there are going on that might be called improvement, they might be called integration, they might be called transformation, but lots of programmes of work. We'd like to see that embedded across those, and doing that in a way that it brings people using our services right into the heart of those conversations.